I get upset in videos oftentimes. And, I don't spend the whole day angry. I have these, short little bursts, of frustration mainly because, ironically, I have ways that I think people could probably be living a less stressful life in many respects, and some of these things are so obvious that it actually kind of it ends up doing kind of the opposite for me. It kind of makes me angry, you know. For one, was the idea that there's a war on self pleasure, because self pleasure is something that if self pleasure is your outlet for every time you're frustrated, you're not going to find inner peace. You might discover exhaustion from being able to experience, indulgence, but you won't actually have fulfillment. And one thing that I've seen that is just mind-boggling to me is how people are so miserable on VR chat. I do not understand that. I mean, VR chat is not supposed to be real. It's supposed to be full of satire, humor, and none of the things that happen there are real. And there's this one YouTuber that I got on here, and I started watching his videos, and it just shows me how incredibly misfortuned our society is. And what is the name of the channel? It's called Proximity Chat. And he makes these videos where he goes in these VR chats and he pushes these people's buttons. And I'm not kidding you. There's this one guy in there. He thinks he's all high and mighty, and I'm part of the damn military, buddy, and you better fucking listen to what I say, because I have ways I can fuck with your mind that you don't understand, right? Come on, man. This is VR chat. This is virtual reality we're talking about. This is essentially, this is like it's like a, it's like if Disney made a live action movie about the comment section. That's what we're talking about here. And you got these guys on here and they're just so angry. And what are you even talking about? You're not going to teach people a lesson on VR chat. VR chat is meant for socializing. It's a public place. You're not going to sit there with your girlfriend and have her tits hanging out, and be playing with them and expect other people not to be watching. I mean, it's a public place. It's like going into Walmart and playing with somebody's titties. You know what I mean? If people gonna look. They could delete people who they don't want to do that, but they don't do that, and they forget that it's VR chat, and they forget they have all this power, and it's incomprehensible to me how somebody can be that miserable. It boggles my mind, because from my more Eastern point of view, I got a very, very light-headed understanding of reality. I mean, I'm like a balloon full of helium. If you catch me on fire, I burn, but I go up. I float. Life is not Life is too short for your anger to last minutes, and hours and days and stuff. And it shouldn't, and if it's on VR chat, it's going to be mocked anyway. I mean, I've never can't come to VR chat, but man, there seriously needs to be. It's unfortunate there is no Jesus figure in VR chat, calming people down and helping people realize, this is all just. It's not reality. It's a game. One of the main things about virtual reality that's supposed to be good is that you can choose your situations in life. You don't have to be. I mean, if you're Rocka Rocka and you're making a video and you're trying to, you know how Rocka Rocka is. They got this Ronald McDonald. What the fuck did you say to me, motherfucker? Right, and he's listen to me. There's only one goddamn fry in this game, and it's fucking McDonald's. I will I will slay your whole goddamn family. That's what he does. He the whole point of Rocka Rocka, it's all drama. You know what I mean? But these guys act like this is real. It's so real for them. And that they there was this one guy that said the N-word, and there was this other guy that said that the people there were autistic, and they deleted the guy who said people were autistic, but they left the guy saying the N-word and all that stuff. They left him there. I mean, how can you be a one-woman vigilante about this stuff? And how can how can people create families on VR chat and take it seriously? Because, it's not like you're in the Matrix. It's not like you're plugged up. It's not like, you got your senses plugged into the machine and you have an avatar that's that moves, at least like a good animation. You know what I mean? I mean, have you seen Disney movies? I mean, come on, people. Do they move like people on VR chat? No, they do not. If you were in some type of extremely realistic video game like that, and you were actually living a scenario, it would be different. But VR chat is so fluid, and it's so the whole point of it. It's like a game. It's not that advanced. It's not like you're saving people from the Matrix. You're not, you're these people, they're angry all the damn time. If you go there and you say, "Hey, what's up?" Fuck off. How can somebody say that? How can somebody actually say that in a game like that? And it's not there's no space between you and me in the game. You think there is? But it's pixels. There's no space between my fingers. It's pixels. These are pixels. These are pixels. Everything in between is pixels. There's no space. It's an illusion. We have got to fix this mental pandemic that we got going on in society, because, I mean, it's one thing to have drama in a video game. Bowser captures the princess. You got to save the princess, right? You might be a little frustrated. But you're Mario. You got this. You know, you can jump 12 feet in the air. When it comes to this stuff, though, I don't get it. I get frustrated a lot of times, but one of the reasons why I get frustrated is because I get it. It's so frustrating seeing people suffer when they don't need to. And it's so frustrating how people pick wars that just add to the suffering. We got 120 years or less, maybe just 100, maybe 90 years to live, and we're living it this way. Who wants to go for the next 90? If the first 90 is going to be bad, who wants to go for 180? Who wants to go for 270? If the first 90 is no good, who wants to go for 360? Come on.